When you look at the traditional workflow, you have a few steps. You conduct your legal research, you create your outline, you draft litigation documents. Varies depending on the case, but a typical case might take 40 hours to do that, to really build this out in a customized, tailored way that you can feel comfortable bringing to court. And there are a lot of pain points associated with this, whether it's being unsure whether you've found all the issues, whether it's being unsure that you've found all the key cases relevant to each cause of action and each element within each cause of action, and so forth. The Calidus solution aims to help you get from start to finish on the solution in about 10 to 15 minutes and get you to the about 90% point, and then you're going to have to edit it, make adjustments, and so forth. Let's see it in action. You'll be brought to this page after clicking the research and drafting icon. And here you'll put in the intake information, like your fact pattern, jurisdiction, and so forth. And if you just wanted to understand how does the law work, you can click quick answer, and you'll get this nice summary answer that gives you an overview of just, hey, how does this work? If you instead wanted to create a tailored outline and draft litigation documents, you'd click continue. In this step, the AI is going to understand what are the legal authorities that are at play in this scenario, and what follow-up information do I need to gain so that I can align to the elements of those legal authorities. And so it's asking for follow-up questions. You can always exclude some of these if you don't think they're relevant or you don't know the answer. You can continue. And then we're going to basically create a funnel where AI is not perfect. We're going to try to make sure that it doesn't go off the path. We're using your intelligence as a lawyer paired with the AI, synthesizing large amounts of data. And we're going to say, okay, what are the areas of law implicated? This will be pretty obvious. Most of the time it'll get it right. Every now and then we'll surface some extra information that you'll just decide, you know what, I don't think de minimis use is properly an affirmative defense here. Let's skip that. And I'll bring in these causes of action under these general areas of law. You can always see more about how each of these work and so forth. We'll then pull in the relevant legal authorities. You'll want to read these and select the ones that you think are relevant. Then we'll bring in the most relevant questions. I definitely recommend generally putting in the sub-questions and clicking to generate sub-questions so that you will get a more detailed brief or memo. Then Calidus will surface the relevant cases that it found. Every case you can be sure is real. It won't be hallucinated. You can also see the relevant holdings from the case, and you can audit us and review, okay, what was the quote that led us to believe that this was the holding? And you can see the link to the case as well. So you can see the full text if you'd like. So you go through there, go ahead and pull in all the cases you think are relevant. If you ever want to add a new case, you can click Suggest New Case and search for a specific case, or open our case search module to add in supplemental cases. Then here in the results and drafting section, we give you a summary of how the law works, a tailored outline to your case, and a litigation drafting section that we'll explore in a second. The outline is particularly valuable. This is where we really stand out. It's not just a view on generically how the law works, but how does the law apply in your very specific case. Here you can see all of the questions that you asked, their evaluation criteria, the cases that support that question, as well as the sub-question in the sub-evaluation criteria, which is very useful in analysis and further supporting cases here. In the next steps area is where you can start drafting, so you can click create a legal brief. This is a great output. You can have a summary PDF, do demand letters, you can create motions, you can click here to see an outline view and have this nice outline that you can export to PDF. You can draft emails to your clients, and you can continue discussing with Calidus if you have some follow-up questions. We're often asked, hey, I see legal brief, but can you do motions? Yes, just create a custom motion here. And let's say that you wanted a complaint. Type that in, hit submit. And Calidus will start drafting a full complaint in this case. You could do a wide variety of other motions, but all of the information that you put in to date will be used to help draft your litigation document here. So let's say we had clicked legal brief. What's the output? And here you get a full and extensive brief, the table of contents, extensive table of authorities, introduction, statement of jurisdiction, statement of case you'll have to fill out yourself, statement of facts, and then full argument section. And throughout the argument section, we'll be bringing in the cases that we cited, just like you would normally when you draft these documents. Do we think that this is something that you should submit to court without looking at? Absolutely not. You need to take it from the 90th percent point to the 100th percent point. We can help you out. We can help you with proofreading with our Word add-in. We can help you with litigation with our litigation tab to look at every case that you pull in, see the summary information and the full case text. We help you draft new sections with draft provision, and you can kind of discuss the case in chat. Hopefully you found that helpful, and reach out if you have any questions. Thanks.